This episode is sponsored by Jacobson Real Estate Company. Are you ready to find your dream home? Or maybe you're thinking about selling and want the best deal possible? Well, look no further. At Jacobson Real Estate Company, we make buying or selling your home smooth, stress-free, and exciting. With 50 plus years of experience and a deep knowledge of the Winona, Minnesota area market, we specialize in turning your real estate goals into reality. Whether it's finding that perfect neighborhood, negotiating top dollar for your property, or answering all of your questions along the way, we're here for you. Plus, with our personalized approach, you're not just a client, you're family. So why wait? Let Jacobson Real Estate Company open the door to your future. Call us today at 507-313-2716 or visit our website at jacobsonrealestatecompany.com. Because your next chapter starts here. Buy, sell, invest. Jacobson Real Estate Company. What if puzzles weren't just something you did on a rainy day, but a real competitive sport? This week on the Brews Cruise Podcast, we're sitting down with Noelle Marshall, a competitive speed puzzler, to explore the world of time tournaments and the mindset behind solving hundreds and thousands of pieces at lightning speed. Whether you love puzzles or just love learning about unique communities, this one's for you. Noelle, welcome into the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. And today you have actually requested that we have some Long Island iced teas, and there actually are pre-made ones by Cutwater. So I got one here for you. I got two of them for you and two for me.
Thank you.
So you're welcome. I don't think I've ever had Long Island iced teas on the podcast yet. So We'll crack these and we'll cheers them real quick. Sounds like summer. Cheers.
Thanks.
It's about what I expected. All right. So you come in with a unique community, as I just stated, of speed puzzling. Now, I don't know how many people out there know what speed puzzling is. I didn't even know it was a thing until I met you, actually. And actually, Katie Paskowitz, who's friends with you, told me about it as well, that she, I think, has done some with you before.
She has.
So she thought that was pretty unique. But another thing that we have in common, Katie and I, is that we've taught your kids.
Yeah.
I had your oldest daughter, and then I also had Griff as well. And I think, shout out to Griff Boy 3000. Yeah. He still got his YouTube going?
He doesn't do it as much.
No.
Now, I think it's because he, it's just growing a little bit.
Sure.
But he still's on YouTube all the time.
Well, shout out to him if he hears this at all.
I'll tell him once it's out, and he'll be excited. So, he talks about you all the time. He misses you.
Still?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice to hear.
The kids are always like, Mr. J. So.
Yeah. Well, okay, I want you to give us just a brief background of who you are, and then we'll get into speed puzzling and how it all started for you.
Okay. Well, I am raised and born here in Winona, Minnesota. I moved away after college for a few years, got married, came back when we had our daughter Lily because my parents are here and we didn't really have a huge core network of people, and so we wanted to be around family. I have a brother in town. They have 4 kids. And so I puzzle with my family quite a bit. So that's kind of how it all started.
Okay. What'd you go to college for?
Speed
puzzling?
No. I went to college. I started at Winona State for recreation, and then I transferred to a small Bible school in Bemidji, Minnesota.
Okay.
And got a degree in camping, and worked at a couple camps before I got married.
Did you work at Camp Omega?
No, I worked.
That's the only one I know.
Where I met my husband is at a camp in Michigan.
Okay.
And they run a outdoor education camp for 5th and 6th grade. That's science-based education, and kids would come for a 5-day week, and we would teach classes, and
Then you met him from that way?
Yeah, he was one of the people who came to work there. So
sure. Does he have a recreational background as well, or not?
No,
really? No, not at all.
His background is computer stuff,
Okay.
and as soon as he graduated, it was outdated. he was a pastor for a little bit, and then now he runs
he was
multiple
a
business.
pastor?
Yeah, youth pastor.
I know that.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't say I've met Tim very often, so
Yeah.
I've talked to you most at
Yeah.
all the parent-teacher conferences that we've had.
Yeah.
So, okay, well, now, most people, when they think of puzzling, they probably think of a relaxing, and as I said in the beginning, a rainy day thing.
Yeah.
What counts as speed puzzling?
Well, you set a timer and do it as fast as you can.
Okay.
My introduction to it was through a a movie, like a documentary called Wicker Kittens.
Okay.
And one of the winter film festivals put it out. And
Oh, here in Winona?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, they didn't produce it, but they showed it.
Sure.
And that's kind of how I came to know what it was. St. Paul Winter Carnival does a big contest every year, and that's this coming weekend. So
And this will be out after that,
yeah.
unfortunately. And I did see that online,
yeah,
too.
yeah, and it's become one of the largest contests across the nation. So
Okay.
people fly in from all over to take part in it.
No
Yeah,
kidding. Is
yeah.
there like big prize money or something?
Not really for that one. Most of them, there's not like prize money. It's just bragging rights and
Sure.
fun. Like they do give out prizes for the
Okay.
winners and stuff, but a lot of them are just people just enjoy it, and it's fun to do.
So when did you actually realize I'm pretty good at putting puzzles together?
So we started in 2016. I was looking back.
Okay.
So this is our 10th year going to the Winter Carnival. And our first year that we went, we didn't really have high expectations, but we probably finished within the top 10 of teams. And so we were like, wow, if we actually put time and effort into this, we could do well. And every year that we've gone, we've placed in whatever division we've been in. So
Sure.
I think fourth was our lowest place for 1 year. But what we have, as it has grown, we have started competing as a family. So you have to have a kid under 16 on your team.
Okay.
So it's my brother, my sister-in-law, and my niece right now who compete, and we've placed first pretty regularly. We got second 2024, I think.
Is that here in Winona, though?
No, that's in St. Paul.
Oh, St. Paul. Okay.
Yeah.
Now you play as a team.
Yeah.
All right. So how does and is there solo?
Yes.
Okay. So there's solo and there's teams.
And then there's pairs as well.
And there's pairs.
Yeah.
So there's lots of questions I have
Yeah.
that go from this way, because if you have 4 people, you said,
Yep.
do you all just scramble and do it, or does one person put in a piece and then the next person gets to, or how does that work?
It's hands all over.
Hands all
putting
over.
it together at one time.
So it's as chaotic as I was thinking it probably
Well,
is.
so to set the scene, you get the puzzle. You don't know what the puzzle is. It's in a bag.
Oh,
You can't
okay.
see it. So you open the bag, you open the box, you tear open the inside, and then you just go. So usually you have a person, we're all flipping and sorting out the edges. You have a person who does the edges. You have a person who says, well, this is a strong color. I'm going to do that color. Then you have another person who says, well, take this or whatever, and you just go as fast as you can. And 90% of those are either 500 or 1,000-piece puzzles.
Okay.
So the 1,000-piece puzzle for a 4-person team, probably the fastest I've ever seen is 15 minutes or
For
less.
500 piece?
Yeah. For 4. There's a team out of Minneapolis called the You Betchas. They are very fast. It's 4 girls who just kill it every time.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if it's just pairs, or if you're doing a solo, who does what? Or let's go with solo, I guess. What do you do when you get it on a solo? When they give you the bag, you just...
Timer starts and you just open it.
Just
You
go.
just start going.
Do they give you a picture of what it's supposed to
Well,
be?
you get the box.
You get the box, okay.
You'll get the box of what the puzzle
Sure.
is. So this was in the national competition in 2024.
And this one is Ravensburger Puzzle.
Yeah.
Is that just a brand, I assume?
Yeah, and
okay.
that's, for the most part, most competitions, that's going to be the brand that they use.
Okay. So there's good brands and bad brands out there?
Yes.
Okay. So now this one's very colorful. I mean, you
Yeah.
got, I'm looking at balloons all over the place with
Yeah.
different colors. To me, this would be, it just looks complicated already because there's so many colors. Obviously, if I had a bunch of green, I'd probably know that that's the landscape. It's going to be over here somewhere. So they actually give you this.
Yep.
And then, okay, so at least you have something to base it on. So, okay, This is 500 and it can take about 15 minutes?
For 4 people.
4 people.
Yeah.
What if you're on your own?
Okay, so there is a Worlds competition as well, and
Okay.
this past year at Worlds, a guy finished his preliminary round in 22 minutes.
And that was 500 pieces?
Yeah, like
By himself?
Yep.
Holy
But it was a
smokes.
pre-release puzzle that he had done multiple times. So like, there are some very smart, like, savant type people. I'm not one of those people. I am mid to high average person.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, so this is a 500 piece. Is that kind of standard, or is it 1,000 more standard? when
For
you're doing-
the like nationals and for St. Paul Winter Carnival, the teams will do 1,000.
Do you have
but
1,000 piece in there?
I didn't bring 1,000.
Okay.
But I brought, so like St. Paul Winter Carnival, they use this brand.
Okay.
It's called Puzzle Twist. It is a Minnesota-based brand.
Oh, wow. This is like,
Yeah.
looks like buttons.
Yeah, and that was the first year we competed. 2016 was that image. And every year they come out with unique
Winter Carnival buttons.
its own thing for each event. So like
Sure.
there'll be like 4 new puzzles next weekend, and usually every final round in a competition it is a brand new puzzle. So what's unique about this puzzle brand is that the image on the box is different from the image you put together. So
What?
yeah, so like they're buttons, but you may have like different colors or different places, or something's moved around, or different
Gotcha.
words. Yeah.
So what you're seeing on the front here could be different.
Yep.
Okay. But it's the idea.
Yeah.
Now, is this made by Minnesota? Somewhere in Minnesota?
Yeah. It's called Puzzle Twist Maynard. The company is
Oh, yeah.
great. Like I love them. Tony Nelson is the owner of it, and he's great. You can get them locally at the bookstore in town at Paperbacks and Pieces.
Oh,
She
sure.
sells them there. So
Well, yeah, I noticed on the back when I was looking at this, I see Paul Bunyan and Babe is one of
Yeah.
them. I see Cabin Rules, see National Park. So I was just wondering, is
yeah,
this...
they don't do AI images at all. They use real artists
Okay.
to make their images. So,
Sure.
and that's a big thing. Like people get mad about stock images
Actually,
or
you know what?
like AI.
Well, this sit up back here. We can have it
Yeah.
in the background.
Yeah.
I'll move the water. Okay, so now you have... I don't know. To me, this one looks really complicated just because there's so much going on. Plus, you don't even know what you're going to end up with. So you have the solo. Now, do you ever do solos?
I do.
Okay.
It's like akin to any sport. Like there's a lot more pressure when you're by yourself because you have to rely just on
Yeah.
your own thing. So it's way more heightened and nerve-wracking.
Okay. So, question then: what do beginners do wrong that someone that's seasoned as yourself do that isn't considered wrong anymore?
Using one hand,
Not
like
okay.
not using both hands
Sure.
to like flip and sort and place pieces. Anything that like slows you down. So you can break it down into the statistics that you want to. So like some people when they're flipping pieces, they will hold all the edges in their hand until their hand is full, so they're not going back and forth across the puzzle because it costs them seconds of time.
Sure.
So like there's lots of little hints and things that people do to make their times faster. I still work on that regularly, like,
Okay.
and I'm not as fast as I want to be, but I'm always trying to get faster.
Sure. So, when did you realize, like, I'm kind of fast at this? Was there a time where you're like, I'm pretty decent?
Yeah, I think when that first year we went to Winter Carnival.
That was the first time you ever knew that?
Yeah,
Not as
like,
a kid or anything like that?
Well, like as a kid, I would puzzle. My grandparents always had a puzzle going on,
Sure.
and they would get mad at me because I would come over and sit down and chat with them, and they'd be like, "You're doing it too fast." But that's just, I'm like they're older and they
Yeah.
don't have the dexterity. They're like. There's a kid in the U.S., his name is Connor. He is 11 years old, and he kills everyone every time he competes.
Really?
Yeah,
11
like-
years old.
Yeah.
So it's for all ages, basically.
Yeah. Like, unfortunately, like the organization that runs the nationals, they have a 16 and up
Okay.
age limit. So he can compete in pairs and he can compete in family or teams events, but he can't do solo
Sure.
because they're trying to keep the pressure low for younger kids.
So how many times a week do you practice?
Right now I'm doing a puzzle every day.
Every day?
Yeah.
Okay, and roughly, is it a 500 or 1,000?
Yeah.
500, okay. And how long does that roughly take you by yourself?
Anywhere, depending on the image, anywhere from like an hour and 15 to 45 minutes.
Okay, so it's just like going to practice any sort of sport you're going to practice. I mean, kids go practice for sports and then like 2-hour practices. So it's basically the same exact thing. Now, is there any sort of warm-ups you have to do? Do you have any warm-ups?
No.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Well, like I recently changed my setup to a standing table because as you get older, you don't want to be bending over, and especially on days where you're doing multiple events in one day, your back starts to hurt, and it's easier to stand than sit because you can see better. So
Okay. Now, did you buy a standing table?
I had one already.
So that makes it a little bit easier for you. And then, do you have like any drills that you do?
So yes, like some of the like hints like people have given to practice are like, just take your puzzle out of your bag, set your timer for 8 minutes, see how far you can get for 8 minutes. And
just that's with sorting and how.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like a fast person will have their whole puzzle, like a 500-piece puzzle, flipped and edges sorted out in 3 minutes.
Okay.
And that is like roughly 30% of the puzzle.
Okay. So 30% is just sorting?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like getting those pieces, like once your edges together, you're kind of like, that's a bit of the puzzle that's done.
Okay. Yeah. So do you have like, is there some sort of like memory you have to like memorize as you're looking at the pattern, or do you have the box just up?
I usually have the box up,
but
I struggle, especially because I've done these puzzles so much, and that was kind of my first foray into puzzling. I don't look at the image very often because it doesn't always match the box.
Okay.
But with these, when you open the box, you look at it as fast as you can. Some people have like, photographic memory where they have better spatial awareness of, they remember this was there, that was there, and they can almost place pieces before they're even attached to anything.
So does pattern recognition have anything to do with it? Do you recognize certain patterns as you're doing this? And is there like, or is every puzzle a different style pattern of like, let's just say the edges? Do you see a common theme, or could be anything? So
part of what you're talking about is shapes. Like some people puzzle based on like the shape size or the shape look of the piece. And so like, depending on what you, like if you're given like there's like just plain colored puzzles, you have to do that puzzle based on shape. You can't do it based on color or like what's in what place. And so like that helps with some people will, when they're doing their puzzle, they'll shape sort and put like shapes together so that they can find the weird pieces easier. And I do that when it gets down to like, I only have blue left and I don't know what to do with the blue. Because there's no gradient to it or anything. Okay. So now, is it easy for you to stay focused when you're doing these, or does your mind kind of drift after a while? When I'm in competition, it's easy, and usually the hard part is not like having negative self-talk. Like you should be going faster, And I think it's like any competition, really. Like you want to perform your best, and so like it's easy to see, like most of the time you're sharing a table with somebody, so you see the person next to you and how far they're getting, or you can tell in the room when somebody's getting close to being done, especially in those individual ones, because it is dead quiet usually. There is not a lot of sound. Like with teams and pairs, there's a little more banter and chatter between people because it's more relaxed.
No music or anything going?
Some people like will put headphones on, but you're not allowed to like have noise outside, like because it's distracting to other people.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Take a drink of your drink. You haven't had a drink yet, I don't think, and I've been asking you tons and tons of questions because there's just so many to go with it. Now, when you're doing puzzle competitions, is there any audience there? There are. But can they cheer for the people or not?
Yep.
So there can be noise distractions, just not by the puzzlers.
It's usually not till almost the end when they see people are finishing.
Okay.
And then you'll hear it.
So then in your mind you go, oh shoot, someone's getting close, and I'm
Yeah.
still not close yet.
You can feel the tension in your
Yeah.
body, like you know when it's happening.
I feel like it's got to be kind of like golf, because in golf you got to compete with the course. You can't compete against whoever's around
Yeah.
you. But I know how that would get really tough as you're like doing this. You can see other people and how they're doing, and you got to stay focused on your own
Yeah.
and just worry about yourself. And then
Yep.
if you get first, you get first, or if you get
Yeah.
last, you get last, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, now I want to get on to some techniques and strategies that work best for you. I know you kind of touched on some of them, like getting the edges out there. Doing color strategies is another one. And then when you're doing teams, you got to kind of pick who's best at each one of these portions. And how do you determine who's really good at these portions of the puzzle?
It's just kind of after, like, the nice thing is my team's been working together for a long time.
Okay.
So, like,
and that's 10 years, right?
well, we've had like people in and out,
Okay.
but pretty consistently it's been my sister-in-law and brother and I,
Okay.
and then either my nephew or my niece with us.
So you usually have a fourth person kind of rotating in, whoever's
Yeah,
available?
yeah.
Okay. So then what is your main job that you do the best at?
I like to, usually it's green. I pick green first unless it's all green, like lots of trees or whatever. But that is, I learned this year, it's because that's what your eye, most people, they pop to green first.
Really?
It's what your brain recognizes the quickest.
Didn't know
is
that.
the green color. Some people like pinks and reds, and that's what they'll focus on. But I will either pick green first or whatever is the brightest, smallest portion.
Okay.
So it's like breaking down the puzzle. As you're flipping, you're looking at the picture, you're looking at what you see that you can pick out quickly that will get done quickly. So you want to start with, some people like to hold the fast things to the end because then they can go really quickly. I like to get the momentum going for me because I
Sure.
feel like I'm being more successful.
Okay. So what does like your brother-in-law and the other three do? What are they good at?
So my brother-in-law, he will take, he will usually take the biggest portion, maybe the hardest part. So if there's like a sky, he'll take that. And then my sister-in-law, she's just like, whatever, she'll pick teal or whatever is available.
Okay.
Or what side, a lot of times. And then my niece, she does the border usually. She'll
Okay.
put the border together. And
Is
then
the borders the easiest to do for someone that's
It's-
maybe a beginner?
it's what she's most comfortable doing, and we
Okay.
want her to feel comfortable. I think she's 13.
Sure.
I hope I'm getting
I
that
feel
right.
like edges would be the
Yeah.
easiest to step in and do.
Well,
'cause
and
you
it
can
gives you
tell.
that framework to work off of.
Yeah.
So, like, once you have the edge, and if you have something, you can build off the edge and see what's connected.
Yep.
It goes well. And then what I like to do is I will put a piece together, and then I'll pass it on for somebody else to place into the puzzle. So they'll move it to wherever it goes in the puzzle.
All right, now, question. I'm going to
Yeah.
have you look at these two puzzles. I don't know if people are watching. I got two puzzles up here. One of them is a Winter Carnival buttons one, and the other one is one with, I'm going to hold it up, actually, just in case. One's got hot air balloons and stuff. If you were to do this one, what are you doing first? Like, what's your go-to at this one?
I just did this before we came to practice.
Okay.
So right away, the things that pop out when you're flipping are these bright pink, the balloons,
Okay.
and then this yellow. So like I was flipping and pulling out this yellow portion in here. I was pulling out these pink balloons. And then I moved on from there to the sky, because the sky isn't very much of the puzzle.
Sure.
And then I did the purple flowers. I placed the balloons where they go. And I've done this one multiple times to see if I can get faster. And this was the first time this year I've done this one.
Sure.
So I was a little bit slower than my lowest time, but
What
that
would your brother
expected.
be doing then?
He would
start-
probably pick some of this more greenish area.
Okay.
Or I don't know. It's hard with a 500 because it really doesn't take that long.
Okay. For some people,
Yeah.
they might think differently.
Well, we last year when we did Winter Carnival, it took us 25 minutes to do it.
Okay.
Maybe. And it was that was as fast as we could go. And
Sure.
it felt like we were hitting each other's hands the whole time. So it was kind of chaos. That's what
Sure.
it feels like. But on your own, it's such a different feel. So it's hard to say. And because I know this one so well,
Yeah.
I don't know what they would pick. You know,
Do they give you the puzzles after you're done then?
Yeah.
Like, is that part of your?
Yeah.
I assume there's a fee.
Yeah,
And then
you
you go, "Here you
pay. So like most competitions, I would say the average cost is around $60 for the
Okay.
competition. Especially if you're getting the puzzle and then you're like somebody's hosting it or whatever. So
Sure. And then then who's the third person? Your sister-in-law?
my sister-in-law, yeah.
And what would she be doing on this one?
She would just take the little pieces, like maybe the trees,
Okay.
the castle, and she'd put those in, the bird down at the bottom.
And then the fourth, whoever steps in, just does all the edges.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is kind of easy because there's a lot of blues. And then I notice on the right, there's a lot of greens going
Yeah.
down the right side. Down the bottom, you have teals and greens.
Yeah, and then you get this like little water piece, so
Yep.
it's pretty easy to
Okay.
piece together.
So if you're listening, you should tune over to the YouTube because you can actually see it. I hope you can see it. I don't know if there's a blur from the ring light,
Yeah.
but it gives you an idea of what Noelle's talking about because it's hard to talk about and not see it. So tune on over to that. Okay, now you go into these competitions. Does everyone get a puzzle then after they're done, or just one? You guys just take it all home and just you get one puzzle for it?
There's usually one puzzle per event. For the national competition during the teams event, which is 4 people, they have a preliminary round and a final round. And the preliminary round, this year it is a 500 piece and then 1,000 piece.
Okay, so it's 2
back
rounds?
to back.
Oh, back to back.
Yep. And then in the final, it'll be 2,000 piece puzzles. And so by the
Okay.
end, everybody who's on your team will get one puzzle to take home.
Okay, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So then you said you're better at a standing table. What do you get when you go to the competitions? A sitting one?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's like your
Just
basic,
like a regular
yeah,
table. Okay.
Yep, and it's usually split in half for individuals and pairs. And
How many teams are normally in one of these things?
so, Winter Carnival, they have multiple rounds. So they have an expert level. They have 2 other adult rounds as well, and then so I want to say over 200, maybe 400 people
Okay.
competing. I don't know how many teams total, but like
Sure.
for nationals this year in 2026, they have 4 preliminary rounds of 200 individuals competing in those 4 rounds.
Okay.
So 800 people in the top 200 go on,
Sure.
or top 100 go on to the final round.
So when you're just about to start the competition and you said you don't know what the pattern is until you get there, do they have these laying on the table right away or do they
Yeah.
pass them out?
Well, they'll pass them out, or they usually pass them out right beforehand, or they're already on the table, but
Okay.
they're in like a bag that you can't see.
Oh, they're in a bag you can't
Yeah.
even see.
Yeah.
So you have to open the bag up.
Yep.
Okay. I was wondering, I'm like, are you sitting there studying this thing beforehand? But if they're in a bag you
Yeah.
can't see through, that's okay. It's like a dirty magazine. You can't see
Yeah.
through it. Okay. Now, I want to go on to your first competition that you ever did. And you think you said it was 16?
Yeah.
2016? What was something that surprised you right away when you first got to one of these? Was there something that shocked you? Like, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. So have you been to the Landmark Center ever
No.
up in St. Paul?
I can't say I have.
Okay. Well, like you walk in and there are just people everywhere. It was way bigger than we expected it
Okay.
to be. And it's like this big open room and there's all these like circle conference tables. So it just felt like, wow, this is more than I expected it to be.
Sure.
Yeah.
I've never been to that. I've been to the convention center for like the auto show, the boat
Okay.
show. So I know
Yeah.
what that is, but I'm assuming that might be bigger than what you're at. The Landmark, you said it's called?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a convention center? or
No, it's like a historical building right
Oh, okay.
downtown St. Paul.
Sure.
I don't know.
something? I've never been
And
there.
they're in the past 2 years, they've been doing it at the Union Depot in St. Paul, right down there.
Okay.
So they've got more space now, which is nice.
So did you what did you place? I think you told us.
Well,
Maybe you're telling
the
me what it's on.
official results are not out there, like to see, because I think it was too old at that time.
Oh,
They
so you took
didn't
first
keep-
place, right?
You
First
know,
place. No one can correct you.
we think top 10
Okay.
if we remember correctly, because at that point you're just looking around to see who else has finished,
Yeah.
and you don't really know because they only announce the top 3 or top 4. So
Okay.
yeah.
So then, was there like did anything funny happen or something embarrassing happen, or was it something stressful happen that first time?
I think it was just surprise at adrenaline. Like
Sure.
I didn't expect it to be so competitive, but I am quietly competitive, and it's all in my own brain, really. unless I'm with a lot of other competitive people.
Okay. Did you notice like intensity, or was it kind of laid back were the people?
Well, some people were very laid back. So
Okay.
like they're bringing their snacks along, they're eating their food at the table and drinking their sodas,
Sure.
and we're like, no snacks. Like, you're not eating or drinking, you're just puzzling.
What about, did they let you bring alcohol in?
Not at this one.
Not
It's
that one,
pretty
okay.
it's pretty like wholesome usually.
Family friendly,
Yeah,
family
yeah.
friendly. Okay. So now when do you guys travel together and go out there?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you talk about on the car rides?
Just normal
No,
stuff.
You don't go like, okay, guys. Like, I mean, I guess there's nothing you can really prepare for because you don't know
Yeah.
what you're gonna get. I didn't know if
Yeah.
there's like some sort of
There's-
talk as a team.
Yeah, like
You know.
when we like beforehand, we just make sure who's opening the bag, who's opening the box, who's opening the actual
Okay.
puzzle bag, and then like what side are we pushing pieces to, like that kind of thing. Like there's those little things before we start.
So 10 years later now, are you pretty relaxed when you go to these? Or are you still pretty intense and
Well,
Fired up.
so like before COVID happened,
okay?
it still felt small. And now since COVID, puzzling was a huge thing in COVID, and
Makes sense.
it kind of allowed a lot of remote puzzling opportunities.
Okay.
So like I do through speedpuzzling.com, which I think I sent you their
I
website.
pulled it up on here. I
Yeah.
want to get to that later.
They do Zoom competitions multiple times a month. And
Okay.
so I'm doing those, which are way less intense because you don't have you see everybody puzzling on your screen, but you don't have it's all muted. You only hear yourself and the host.
Okay.
So like you don't know what's going on until you hit your timer and you're done.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
So how do they know when you're done? Do you just like
You
slap,
just
slap
everybody's
timer thing? Or?
Yeah, everybody starts with a timer and they start at the same time. He counts you down, and then when you finish, you hit your timer. They can watch. They kind of
Yeah.
know. They, view it, and then you just hold your timer up to the screen, and he writes it in the chat, and then you wait for your results after to see where you place amongst everybody else.
Have you had your internet go down during it?
Not too much. We have fiber now, so it's
Okay,
a lot
pretty
easier. Yeah,
reliable.
yeah.
What would happen then if that happened?
Then the nice thing is that most puzzlers are honest people. They're
Okay,
not like
yeah.
trying to cheat the system, and you kind of know based on how you do. Like they would know if you're trying to fudge your numbers.
Yeah. Okay.
If you're consistently competing.
Sure.
I'm never gonna get a 30-minute 500-piece time ever. So
What's your highest finish you've ever had, or have you taken first before?
yes, but that was before it blew up.
Okay, so COVID really made
Yeah.
it blow up because you were sitting at home and you could just
Yeah.
puzzle. It was just something you could do together. Okay.
Well, and I think it just gave access to so many people who like didn't know it was out there, and once they knew,
I didn't know it was out there until
yeah.
you contacted me.
Yeah,
And so that's something I never knew about. I always brought them to the classroom when I was teaching. Kids would put them together. I had a Titanic one.
Yeah.
The kids loved to put that one together. I can't remember where I found it. It was like maybe Goodwill
Yeah.
or no, someone gifted it to me.
Okay.
And I'm like, Titanic the
Yeah.
movie. Sweet, get to put this one together. And then I was like, I'm gonna glue it
Oh, yeah.
together. And I tried to use the glue and it kind of fell apart on me, so that didn't work out because I wanted to hang it in the classroom.
some people actually they flip it over and use painter's tape on the back.
Oh,
and
that's a
tape
good
it.
idea.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't think about that. Have you
I
ever?
don't want a hard puzzle. I don't want something that's going to take me forever to do. I start a puzzle and I finish it in the same day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, this one took a while for
Yeah.
kids, but they didn't have much
Right,
downtime
yeah.
either, and they're not going for competition.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a puzzle fall apart on you when you're doing
Oh, yeah.
this?
Oh, yeah.
Really? Like, did it fall off the table?
No, but there have been people who like you're watching. So like the bigger these people, USA, JPA,
Okay.
and then the world's competition, they stream the competitions on YouTube and they have commentary. And so they'll show in highlight tables, and there's sometimes people's puzzles are like on the edge of the table, and you're like, if you hit that wrong, you're gonna fall off. So we've seen people like
What do they
lose their
do then
puzzle.
after that?
Then they just gotta like pick it up and put it back together.
Did they
like,
ever just quit and say,
yeah.
that's sad. I'm,
Yeah, right.
I'm out. I
Yeah.
don't want to do this anymore. Have you ever had one where there was like a piece missing?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What happens then?
then either you get, it's usually a time deduction, so you get a 10-second time deduction. So a lot of people actually will drop pieces on the floor.
No.
And the moderators don't tell you that you've dropped it. And so either you take a time deduction or they wait till you place it. So a lot of people have started just taking the time deduction because it takes them longer to find the piece than it would to actually put the piece in.
Has there ever been one that came with a box and it was totally sealed and there wasn't enough pieces in it?
Yep.
So then what happens with that then? Because that's not your fault.
Right. I am not. It actually happened in the World's competition this year where a couple of the people got puzzles with multiple missing pieces.
Oh, jeez.
And so I'm not sure what actually came of it. So I don't know. Like they probably averaged out a time and...
So you know a lot about this background. Is there a timer or someone that competed and did it so fast it like shocked you at all?
Oh, yeah. Like, anytime anyone finishes, like, I mean, so this kid who's, like, 11 or 12, he is constantly, like, surprising everyone. Like, the rumor is within the next 5 years, there will be somebody who can finish a unreleased new puzzle in under 20 minutes, which would be...
500 piece?
Yeah,
okay.
Which would be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
like
a sort?
Yeah.
Take me 20 minutes to sort. I'd be sorting forever. Like, I don't know. Here's the edge pieces over here.
Yeah.
So this kid's 11 right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
and he,
man.
like, his name is Connor DeLast. He's on Instagram. His mom posts for him.
What's his name?
Connor DeLast. He's from Texas.
Oh, Connor DeLast. What are they doing in Texas? What's in the water down there?
He's a savant of some sort, I'm sure. But he, like, everybody is like, does he just have extra ability because he's shorter and is closer to the table and is younger dexterity? True. Like, there's all these things that people are like, maybe as he gets older, he'll just slow down. But I'm like, I don't know. That kid seems to be getting faster and faster to me.
I guess if he maybe stops, he would slow down. But if he loves this, then I guess. Yeah. So, like, when you're doing these puzzles here, what is there like a secret that you have? Maybe you don't want to share your secret. That's okay. I don't know if that's I'm not giving that away or I don't care.
I don't have a secret.
There's no secret. Just drink and have fun, I guess. That's a secret. Well, okay, so you showed us a couple other of these. Is there like a favorite style that you have of a puzzle?
Yeah.
Is it like these colorful? I mean, this one looks complicated.
They're called, so landscapes are nice. Landscapes, anyone that has more of like a traditional sky, some sort of ground, and then foreground.
Sure.
But really what I like are collage puzzles that have boxes, basically. So you'll see, 8, 10 squares of something on a box, and then it's easier to like separate those out and find those.
Yeah.
Those are like my favorite to do.
Is this one tough? Because it's all over the place?
A little bit. Yeah, it's tough because you can't rely on that's going to be right there.
That could be somewhere else in the pattern. Okay.
Or it's not red, it's blue.
And that's just puzzle twist.
Yep.
That's no other puzzles.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So like the Ravensburger, that one, what you see is what's going to be in there.
Yeah.
What you see on the puzzle twist, it could be a different color. It could be a different spot. Wow, that's going to take a lot of work for them to do that. Wait, hold on a second. Now, what if I look at the back of this one and I see Paul Bunyan and I see, was Babe going to be purple on this one?
No, so what it actually might be is a winterscape instead of, yeah.
That's cool.
So like these are the style I really like where there's the boxes.
Oh,
stuff.
I see.
Yeah.
So like the National Park one.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if you can see this on the camera, but there's like, it's almost like I'm looking at postcards as such. So you like those ones because you can kind of find the sections. Yeah. That makes more sense because this one, to me, looks just crazy tough with all those buttons on there.
Yeah.
And then you don't even know if it's going to be the right color. Okay, so what kind of puzzles are the worst for speed? Is it like this one?
Everybody's different, like on what they like and how they puzzle. For me, anything that has... I don't like gradient puzzles, so things that like go from like rainbow to like red, pink, yellow, orange, blue, like where the color kind of moves throughout. So you'll get sometimes you'll get those, and I struggle with them. But
Really?
other people love gradient puzzles.
Okay, now I'm opening this up just because I want to see.
Yeah.
Or do these feel different than a normal puzzle that I'm thinking of, or do they feel? I feel pretty much similar.
Yeah.
Is there some that are like thick ones that you ever get, like a really?
Yeah, so there's wooden puzzles, there's puzzles
okay.
that are made out of cork, there's puzzles that are plastic, there's some foam puzzles. So
Are those ones easier at all, or they don't make any difference?
the wooden puzzles, they usually have a little more whimsy to them, and so there's like shape pieces inside the puzzle.
Okay.
So like if it's a puzzle with birds, you'll get pieces that are the shape of a bird that fits into the puzzle.
Gotcha.
You know, so those are kind of fun, but they're slow for speed puzzling usually.
Do your kids like doing this with you?
Griffin has the idea of liking to do them, but after 2 minutes, he's like,
Oh shoot!
he's
there
like,
we
my
go.
back hurts. I can't do this. So he's done a few with me. Like
Those two
online, they've had like parent-child competitions,
Okay.
and he's helped me with some of those. But then it just ends up me doing them. So he'll walk away.
Is Lily doing with you at all?
She does not like to do puzzles.
No, I can't. I mean, it's
Yeah.
probably not for everyone. Some people it's for relaxation,
Yeah.
not competitiveness.
Yeah.
Do you find that most often that most people just like to do this for relaxation?
Yeah, like because I have lots of people that I know who compete, it's most of us are not doing it for relaxation.
Sure. Have you ever thought about what it does for the brain at all? Have you
Yeah, yeah.
What does it do for the brain then? Have
It's-
you researched it at all?
I haven't, but they
Okay.
have, like I'm sure there is proof out there that it helps stimulate your
Yeah.
brain growth and continue to help
I
you.
was kind of wondering how that.
Yeah.
Is it addictive at all?
I think it is.
You're addicted
Yeah,
to it? Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering that because, you start getting good at something and then all of a sudden it gets kind of fun and you're like, ooh, I'm kind of
I
like,
think-
what else can I do here?
There has been like some talk with, especially the people who perform really well individually, the stress to have to live up to what they've performed at the past
Sure.
is hard for them. But I think that's pretty classic to any sport, really.
Yeah.
Like if you're a top performer in your sport, that pressure is higher for you because
Right.
you have to go back and win again.
Now, I noticed you have a 200-piece puzzle
Yeah.
in there. Who would do a 200-piece?
So we got this one, the Minnesota State speed puzzling happened
Okay.
this summer, and it was a pairs relay competition puzzle.
What's a relay?
So you work with one partner, and you start with two separate puzzles, and every 5 minutes you switch.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah. And that's been a pretty recent development as one of the competitions that has come out. Another thing that people do is called puzzle chess, which I tried to get you to do with me. You weren't interested. So with puzzle chess, you put the border together, and then you set up a chess timer, and you just place piece after piece, and one person goes, the next person goes, and you hit the timer every time you place a piece.
Okay.
And whoever has the lowest time at the end when the last piece is placed wins.
Okay, so this one that you were talking about, there's two separate puzzles.
Yep.
And there's a timer, and then once that timer hits, you both switch and go to the other one and keep trying to finish this?
Yep.
Wow. Now that sounds tough because you're not focused on one
Yeah.
particular puzzle.
And with this one, it was this one, which has fairly large pieces. And then
Oh,
the
yeah,
other.
those are bigger.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
That's
with
kinda
the
what I
other
think about.
one, the other one was a smaller piece puzzle. So it was more of your average size.
Oh, so it wasn't
And-
like the same.
Yeah.
Were they both 200s? Or one
Uh,
was like a 500, one was a 200.
no, I think they were both 200s at that one. I can't remember for sure.
Okay, so now I'm gonna go back to where we
Yeah.
were before. When you look at this puzzle, I don't know if you can see this, but it looks like two princesses. One's wearing darker, one's wearing lighter. What draws your attention first? The pink? That's why it draws my attention.
Yep, the pink and then the windows in the background.
All right, so the brightest pieces.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's what draws your attention. Do you remember what the other one was, or what the?
Yeah, it was like kind of a UFO science fiction-y.
Sure. Did your
thing.
partner keep that one then?
I kept them both. I
Okay.
did them with my niece.
Oh, okay.
So she she did them both, and then I have the storage, so I keep all the puzzles at my house, and they just say, "Hey, can I do this one?" Or I pass them on to my family when.
Well,
I'm
those
done.
are two totally different types of puzzles. Two princesses and a UFO.
Yeah.
So that's really weird. Now, now we'll go back to the other one you were talking about. What was the other one?
Puzzle chess.
Puzzle chess. So that's where you place a piece, the next person places a piece, and you just keep going back and forth.
Yep.
Is that easy or is that kind of hard?
It is a different thinking process than like you doing it on your own.
Okay.
Because you have to be thinking ahead. Like, I'm going to do this piece, but next time I'm going to find this one that goes next to this one. And so like while they're finding their piece, you're trying to place your next piece.
Okay. So it wasn't that I wasn't interested. I want to do it off camera.
Okay.
And I'll use it for something. I'll use it for promotional.
Okay.
Because I don't want to sit here and struggle.
Yeah.
And we have all this dead air.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm good with
So
that.
we'll do it back on the bar,
Okay.
and I'll try it with you on one of those small ones you brought along.
Okay.
Okay. Now, is there are some people just naturally talented at this?
I think so. Like you have people who have really good spatial awareness.
Okay.
And like good image memorization. So like some people can look at an image and just instantly remember that this pink and yellow balloon is top right.
Okay.
And it goes there, and they'll like just place all those pieces there.
Okay.
And so like those people I think have an advantage, because I struggle with looking at the image, especially if it's a little more cluttered like this. It's harder to like remember where was this spot, and I don't want to take the time to look up. So I'll have lots of things put together, but not in the puzzle.
Gotcha. So when it comes to kids and adults, it sounds like kids have just as much of an advantage as adults do. Because I mean, you said that one kid's doing fantastic, or is it usually the adults do better than the kids?
I mean, I have very limited kid like knowledge to know. I think some people just are naturally gifted or just have some sort of like smarts in them to be able to do it. You know, like God gifted them with something better than what I've got. And as I get older, it just seems to be getting slower and slower. So
now I want to go on. You kind of already touched on this a little bit, the community with things. Now you're saying like there's online competitions, and then you talked about a website, which I actually have pulled up. It's called speedpuzzling.com. Okay. Now, this is a whole website, folks. Speedpuzzling.com. I'll put it in the show notes for you in case you're interested in this. I just saw that there is and it's already past that. From January 4th to 11th, there was a cruise, a puzzle cruise.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And there's another one coming up in Alaska from July 3rd to the 10th. Well, that was 2015. So, sorry, that was 2015. This year's was Caribbean.
I think he's doing another one. So I have nothing against getting together and puzzling. I'm not a cruise person. So
what? Oh, no.
I know you're going on a cruise in March, but I don't want to be stuck in the middle of the ocean. Katie
I know, because she's going now too. Her and her boyfriend. It's awesome. Now, is this just a guy that is in charge of this website?
Yeah, his name's Jonathan Kolf. He was originally part of the USA Jigsaw Association board when they first started, and he really just wanted to focus on doing this. So during COVID, he started this where he was doing all these virtual competitions.
Okay.
And it's grown enough for him. Like I don't think he has this is his full-time job now.
Okay.
And all of his family kind of helps out and runs it. He runs at least 5 competitions a month, and it just keeps growing and growing.
So is this like where you would go if you want to do speed puzzling? This is the website to go to.
I think like if you want to find access to something quickly, yes, this is the way to do it.
Okay.
Minnesota, another great thing about Minnesota is it's one of the highest puzzling states in the U.S.
That's because we have nothing to do in the winter.
Yeah.
It's too cold.
Sarah Does Puzzles is another one. I don't know if I sent you her information. She is out of Minneapolis, St. Paul area.
Okay. Sarah Does Puzzles?
Yep.
Okay.
And she hosts contests at breweries pretty much every night of the week.
Okay.
So you can find local breweries, especially in Minneapolis, St. Paul. She has one coming up in February in Rochester. We've talked about working together to get it here in town. It's a little bit farther, and I don't want to do it on my own without participating in some of hers first and seeing kind of what she does. So, but she is excellent at it, and she's one of the fastest puzzlers out there as well. So
Now, what this reminds me of, and I just had Jason Russert on about trivia. It sounds like those who love trivia, it sounds like this is kind of similar. Like there's an own community for puzzling.
Yep.
And I was looking at something where there's like, what was it? It's like black belt, gold belt, or something like that.
So
what's that all about?
Jonathan call funspeedpuzzling.com.
Okay.
He, based on how many, you have to compete in 10 of his competitions.
Okay.
After 10 of his competitions, you are ranked. And this year, he actually just opened up a bunch because black belt was the highest, and the same 20 people were winning every single time.
Sure.
So he increased and made some more belt levels so that people could have more opportunities to place and win. So it's like black belt, silver belt, gold belt. Like he has, it's kind of like karate. You have all the different levels you can get at. So I am currently a blue belt on his ranking system, which is a higher average than most people, I would say. I'm not like trying to be arrogant, but I'm like a little bit better than your average person.
Okay. So what's the lowest and then what's the highest belt colors? I had that on here.
I don't remember if it is green belt is his lowest one, or I mean, maybe it's white belt. I don't know. If I'm thinking karate, it's got to be white belt. But, but I don't know if he has white belts or not. I have not ever advanced from anything other than blue belt. So
you have to compete in 10, you said?
Yeah.
And that's just anywhere or in his?
In his.
Okay.
The USA JPA has their own ranking system that's a little bit different. But most of them start with how many are you competing in, and it's an average base score. But what it comes down to really is your piece time per minute. How many pieces are you placing per minute?
Okay. Well, I'm looking on here, and it looks like the Speed Puzzling Championship in Minnesota for 26 is on October 10th, and it's at the Brooklyn Park Community Activity Center. And it looks like prices increase on September 1st, so you got to get in. Okay, that's cool. I know I had the belts up here. Darn it, I want to see.
It's under what is
under
it
All Stars?
Yeah, that's where
the
it is.
leaderboard.
Yeah.
Yvonne F. 144,567. What does that mean?
That's how many pieces she's placed overall in general. She's been puzzling for a really long time. She's from California.
Holy cow! So she flies in?
Yeah.
Whoa! There's Noelle M. Is that you?
Is it blue belt?
I don't know. It just says you're in fourth with.
Oh yeah, probably because I've done some of the most competitions. Yeah.
126,174. Doesn't say Noelle. It doesn't say anybody's last name. It says Noelle M.
Yeah.
But your
I'm
name
assuming,
isn't the most common name in the world either.
Yeah.
So okay, so you're in fourth on the leaderboard here. That's pretty cool.
And that's just for how many pieces we placed. That's
way more than I've ever placed. I can tell you that much. Now I'm looking on here, and there's puzzle contest, puzzle pairs. Holy smokes. This has got a lot of stuff on this website. And the other one you said was Sarah Does Puzzles?
Yes.
Okay. I haven't looked that one up.
She, like when you look her up, it'll just bring up her events page.
Okay. And she's just based in Minneapolis?
Yeah. Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't realize there was this whole it even gives you tips out here.
Yeah.
Gives you tips and strategies. So if we didn't give you enough strategy and tips, though, there's more on this website that you can do. And there's results.
Yep.
The 2025 results are here, and obviously
you'll see results for each of the individual competitions on that link.
Gotcha. Wow. Holy
so like
smokes.
if you go to the most recent one, which might just be a blue, he might not have the official results, but you'll see Connor's name right at the top.
Okay.
From this past weekend.
Okay. He just has 25, not 26 up yet.
Oh.
That I can see.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, this is very interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, that's speedpuzzling.com. Go check that out. And then it looks like if you go in there, you can click on your state in a portion of it, and you can actually find where there's more competitions going on within your state.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so a nice thing that with USA JPA, what they have done is they have allowed sanction events. So like a lot of states now have their own sanctioned USA JPA affiliate. So
Okay.
like Minnesota has a USA JPA affiliate,
Okay.
and they can sanction events that will go to your ranking with the national competition.
Okay.
And right now for nationals, you don't need to like, you can just register to go. You don't have to like get in or anything. You don't
Yeah.
have to win any competitions to go. You can go to just experience. And this year's is in March in Atlanta. They try to move it around every year.
Sure.
And it's more like a convention style. So they'll have like breakout rooms with different conversations with puzzle artists, with tips and tricks and
So
different
people
things.
that like make the puzzles?
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
cool.
So they'll have puzzle companies there. They'll have like a convention hall, everything. So it's just a great time, like for all the people that
Yeah.
you see online that you've never met before, that you can connect with and talk to. Like puzzle Instagram is a big thing. People who puzzle post on Instagram.
Sure.
So like I sent, I think, my puzzle Instagram page to you. So like if you search puzzles on Instagram, you will find a whole group of people that you didn't know existed.
Well, that's true with everything
Yeah.
nowadays. You can go out and there's something for literally everything out there nowadays. And there's a whole podcasting world out there. I had no idea until 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's just, there's podcasters of Facebook. There's this, that, and the other thing. I'm like, wow. And it helps because you can shoot ideas off each other.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you brought a couple small ones along.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take this off the table because I want you to do one in
Oh,
front of us.
gosh. This is
Actually,
so much
you know what?
pressure.
Let's do that one for the one I'm going to do for the
Okay.
promotional because that's a car theme one. I know you had one other one along as well. And I was told that I should have you do this on camera while drinking, which we are.
Yeah.
But also I'm going to talk to you at the same time.
Okay.
So we're going to have to finagle this, and that's okay. We'll finagle it, and I'm going to ask you questions.
Oh, gosh.
And I'll move this table for you so you can, I don't know how, you just do it however you would normally do it. And as I talk to you, you're just going to do this on camera. And let's see what we got for the, I'll describe what you're doing as you get the puzzle pieces out. So what she's putting together, and I don't know if you can see this on camera, it's a 99-piece puzzle. Looks like we got some sort of lion in Africa.
It's a buffalo, I think. Oh, no, it is Africa.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And the one thing I noticed, and this is after Noelle's been telling me all about this, is I noticed that there's a lot of tan in this one. And then on the bottom, there's green. So I would be sorting out all the green edges. And then as I see the top, I can see that there's some blue. And then I can also see that those would be edges as well. And then all in the middle is going to be tan and browns. So I'm assuming she's sorting as we can probably see if you're watching. If not, I'm just commenting at the moment. And this is actually very fun. This is another one of the Ravensburger
gosh.
puzzles as well. So I like
This
these
is
ones.
so
They're
much
kinda
pressure.
nice. This is pressure, but this is what's fun. And I'm going to ask questions as you do this, and we'll just see how multitasking works.
Especially after I've had some to drink.
Well, but you know what? These are kind of easy, and these will be fun questions, okay? These are going to be like hard questions to ask you. What's your fastest time you've ever had on a puzzle? Is there, and how many?
40-some minutes.
Is that a 500 piece?
Yeah.
Okay, so 40-some minutes. So if you're out there listening, go get a 500-piece puzzle and see if you can do it in that time. I guarantee it'll probably take you a couple hours because it probably would take me a couple hours as well. Is there a favorite puzzle you've ever put together? Like maybe it's a photo that just stands out to you. That was kind of fun.
Well, I remember one of the first puzzles I ever had that was my own it's a brand called Springbok, and it was a tiger, and I put that puzzle together so many times. I think it's just because I didn't have very many puzzles to do, so I don't have that puzzle anymore, but that's one of the first that I remember doing and enjoying doing.
Was it because you were with someone special, like a grandparent?
No,
or a
I
parent?
think it's just one that I had at home. And
Okay. Okay, so then, is there a favorite puzzle picture you've ever liked? Like, is there, and you kind of mentioned this earlier, like a style you like. Is there one that stands out in your mind? Like, that was a really cool one we got done.
I like book themed puzzles because books are my other passion. So like anytime I see a book puzzle, I always feel like I have an advantage because I can remember those images more
Okay.
because I see them all the time.
Well,
so.
and I feel like books would have that square look to it that you
Yeah.
like, and
Yep.
which makes it somewhat easier because there's themes within the theme kind of where you
Yeah.
can see that. Okay. Now, is there a dream competition you would like to go to at some point? You kind of mentioned some of the
Yeah,
ones that are out
like
there.
so they have a world's competition, and usually every year it's in Valladolid, Spain, just because the guy who like started it, that's where he is from. I would love to go. It's just a huge expense, and it's a long travel for something that I know I would like the experience of, but won't do well at.
Okay. So there's one in Atlanta you talked about. Do you
Yeah.
want to go to that one?
Yeah, I'm going to that. I've
You are
gone
going to those.
I've gone to the nationals the past 3 years.
Okay.
I would, as it has gotten more competitive, I have learned that I need to just lower my expectations for what I want to
Yeah.
do. So like this year, my goal is just to finish every puzzle in the time limit that they give you. And hopefully make it to final round because every round has a preliminary round. So if I can make it to the finals, that would be great. But I hope for teams and pairs to make it to finals. We will see. I'm
Yep.
working with a new team for pairs and teams. So it'll be our first time competing together. I've competed with my pairs partner once already, but I have not done a ton of puzzling with her to know how well
Sure.
we work together yet.
Now I'm noticing as you're doing this.
I'm kidding.
Is it good? Is it good if you have shorter fingernails?
Yeah, like
Okay. 'Cause I was watching like you don't
Yeah.
want fake nails. I don't think with this.
yeah. Well, I have my nails done, but every time I go, I'm
Right.
like, I need them shorter.
Yeah.
You can't make them long, and they're like, why so why so short? And I'm like, 'cause I can't puzzle.
Okay. These are some rapid fire questions, but it's as if you were a single competitor.
Okay.
Edges first or chaos first?
90% of the time, edges first.
All right. Would you want music or silence?
When I'm by myself, I listen to music, or I have a podcast, or I am listening to a book.
All right. 500 piece or 1,000 piece?
For
Individual.
500.
500. Okay.
I do better at 1,000 because most people don't like to do 1,000 pieces individually.
Sure.
So like I usually place better at 1,000, but it just takes more time and you need more stamina.
I think I know the answer to this one, but bright colors or dark art or dark colors? Sorry.
Bright. Yeah.
Right, yeah, kind of because you already kind of mentioned that
Yeah.
early. Are you a morning puzzler or a night puzzler?
I mean, not morning,
I hate mornings
but
too.
I
Mornings
think
suck.
so. The nice thing, because with Jonathan's puzzles that he hosts, he has people from all over competing. So we start like the earliest is 10 o'clock our time,
Okay.
which is nice. So like late morning is probably my best time
That's
to
your
puzzle
best time.
if I have to choose.
Now I noticed you have a puzzle tattoo on your wrist
Yeah.
that nobody can see. I
Yeah.
can see it, so I'm wondering what is that?
So after a few years of competing, my sister-in-law, and then, do you know Julia
What's your last name?
Stuckmeyer? She's friends with Katie.
Possibly.
So she puzzled with us quite a bit
Okay.
for a while, and we all got matching puzzle tattoos after we competed. So
I am watching you put this together right now, and for those who are not watching this, she has a theme going on here, and I would say she's about 50% of the way done. When we do this together off camera, which will be on camera, I'll just use it as a promotional thing. I don't think I'm going to do this well. I think it's going to take longer, honestly, because I can see I understand what she's doing. She's finding all the pieces that have similar colors. And so when she's doing this, she's got
There's a
a
lot more.
theme going here, which means she's finding all the greens, all the tans, and then she already knows where all the blue ones go because as I showed you, and if I'll show you again, the blues will go on top, obviously, just based on what this theme is. So I'm looking at the next one, and the next one that we're going to do off camera is going to have, it looks like a pink Cadillac, just from what I could see. So in my mind, the pink stands out now that I've been talking to Noelle throughout this hour podcast. That's probably going to be the first thing to look for is a lot of pinks because that's obviously going to be the car.
Oh my God.
All right. So now we go on to if you could design your perfect puzzle, what would it look like?
It would have books on it.
Okay. Square,
Yeah.
square items.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I would definitely want some sort of square style.
Cases of beer.
Yeah. There's Puzzle Twist actually has a one with a bunch of different bottles of beers that you can do. Maybe I'll pass it on to you when I finish it. I have it in my collection. I haven't ever done it yet. But
If you had to give one person that's thinking about starting to do puzzling, what's the piece of advice you would give them?
just practice. Like everybody wants to know, how do I get faster? And it really is just like any other sport. Like you got to put time and effort to get better.
Is it literally doing what you're doing right now?
Yeah. Like this is like, somebody out there is going to be like, she's so slow. so like,
Yeah,
there's
we got to
people.
remember, people, I'm asking her questions at the same time. So she's not focused strictly on this puzzle. She's focused on me asking her questions too.
After I share this with all my people that I've done this, they're going to be like, oh my gosh, you did not do great.
What's your choice of beverage while doing one of these? Is it the iced tea or is there something else?
No, it's going to be water or Diet Coke.
Okay.
Like, I'm not like, I don't want to drink while I'm doing puzzles. So like there are competitions that are like pizza puzzle beer. Lewiston does one that at their bowling alley that's bowl a game and do puzzles and drink beer.
Almost
so like
done.
it's a case of beer and then you put a 500 piece. Usually it's 300 at those. Ooh, I'm missing a piece.
Uh-oh.
So there you go. I must have
10
passed
second
a
time
piece.
off.
Yeah.
So she just put that together in, I would say, about 6 to 7 minutes is from what I could tell. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm missing a piece. Oh,
I
crap.
didn't time you.
Me
but,
neither.
Maybe you fell on the floor.
That's okay,
I don't
too
think
much
so.
pressure.
Anyways, she just did that in about 6 to 7 minutes. That's pretty fast by doing it by
It's
herself.
99 pieces.
99
198.
pieces. 99 pieces, but bitch ain't one.
Yeah.
All right, so she got that together, and I watched the theme. And I know you probably can't see this while you're watching this, but on the bottom again, there was a lot of dark and greens, which was the bottom landscape, and then it went to tans, and she knew that, and then the blue was the top. So
Yeah. And
I
there's
understand.
words on the bottom. It says Africa,
Oh, it does say that too, doesn't it?
landscape. So like
I didn't think it
the
was gonna say
words,
that.
the words or safari landscape is what it says.
Sure.
So like words are a nice way to pull something out too if you see letters and stuff on a puzzle.
Is there any places weird that you've ever had to puzzle at?
Yeah. So like the Elks has done in the past, they've done the pizza puzzle beer that we've done. And
Okay.
like any place that's super dark,
Tough.
it's hard
Yeah.
to puzzle. And like if you don't have enough space and you're trying to manage your pieces at the same time,
Yeah.
that's tough. Like a lot of people will bring like these mini puzzles with them on a flight, and there's like a company that makes micro puzzles, and people make puzzle boards that fit the micro puzzles. So like there's people out there who travel and puzzle at the same time.
Now, you told me people come from all over the world
Yeah.
to do this. Is anybody sponsored?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Who sponsors them?
So like there's I would say in the last 3 years there's been a couple people who've been sponsored. So Cobble Hill is a big puzzle company.
Okay.
And they have sponsored some people to compete at places. Like they'll help pay for their trip to get there, or they'll pay their entry fee. A lot of times, especially with like the national and like Jonathan's speedpuzzling.com, if you win at the state level, you win a free contest to nationals.
Gotcha.
So you don't have to pay that entry fee. You're just paying your travel and your stay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of social clubs out there and stuff in every community.
Yeah.
In the Winona area, where would someone go and find to go puzzle?
Okay. So actually in February, Winona Park and Rec is hosting a puzzle competition
Okay.
for teams of 4. I'm sure if you only have 2 or 3 people, you could also compete. But if you go to the Park and Rec website, you'll be able to find it and register. It's $60 for their competition. I can't remember what day. I feel like it was the 21st or something. It's coming up. It's a Saturday.
Is it in January?
It's in February.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
This
it's
will
in
be out
February.
just in time for
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
So there will be a speed puzzling competition in Winona at the rec center.
And Park and Rec has done them in the past.
Okay.
They've pretty consistently done one every year
All right.
for the past, I don't know, 5-6 years. So.
Now, question for you: can puzzling start as early as babies, where they have to put blocks into things?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Like I don't know if when you were a kid, did you ever have that like Tupperware thing that was like a circle ball that you pulled apart and all the shapes came out of it?
Well, I don't know if I had that, but I know that the preschool had that I went to,
Yeah.
and I know that we just bought our daughter a little bucket, and then on top of the bucket, she has to put the things in there. So we're trying to help her with that. So I didn't know if there's. I'm getting her into puzzling.
Here you go. I had to bring her. Your daughter's not even 1 yet.
She's 8 months old as of yesterday, but as this comes out,
I
she'll
did
be almost
bring
9.
a puzzle for her.
Oh, that's so sweet.
I was like, you got to train them.
Let's see the chunky puzzle. So there is puzzling. It's only an 8-piece, so it's not 1,000. Yeah. It's not 500. It's only 8 pieces, and it's we got a hippo on there. We got ostriches. Oh, she's gonna love this.
Yeah,
she's gonna love chewing on them more than anything because she's teething at the moment. So this is something for a baby, and
I
you
would
got this
say
for
like,
my daughter.
Yeah, young toddler,
All right.
probably maybe 1.5, 2, probably.
Well, what does it say on here? Does it say 2+? It does say. You know what though? This doesn't look like it's. Well, first of all, she loves seeing colorful things.
Yeah.
And so she's probably just like you when she sees a puzzle. She sees the brightest spots first, and so she's gonna absolutely love that. Thank you for this.
Yeah.
This is really nice of you.
I mean, I brought her books too because.
What else we got in there? Then the bag of goodies.
I just brought a couple board books.
Board books. What are board books?
Board books are like the ones that are kind of more indestructible. So like as they.
I see. They're made out of boards.
Yeah, it's like a heavier material.
Oh yes, Peekaboo House.
Yeah.
Ooh. Oh, that's cool. They're interactive too.
So I help at the library at the school where you used to teach, and that's kind of why I brought books because.
Oh. This is cool.
Yeah.
Peekaboo.
So eventually she'll be able to like manage that herself. But
well, thank you. This is awesome. She's gonna love these things when I come home. Perks of the job.
Yeah.
Perks of the job. But this is cool so there are small puzzles out there for young kids to start learning how to do this, and obviously it's learning shapes at the same time. But you never know who's gonna be a puzzler.
Yeah.
So chunky puzzles, you can't really. Can't go wrong with that. She's going to love teething on these bad boys.
Yeah.
She literally eats everything you could possibly think of.
Drool's running down her mouth all the time.
So as we're winding down here, we're coming down to the last minutes here. You put a puzzle together yourself, all by yourself, as I asked you questions. So if you want to bash her in the comments, go to hell. She drank. She was drinking. She was talking to me and putting together a 100-piece puzzle. And the puzzle pieces are like pretty standard size, I would say.
Yeah.
So that, to me, we're going to do this off camera because this might take 10 plus minutes, I think. But we're going to do, what was it called? The we're back and forth. What's that called?
Puzzle chess.
Puzzle chess. So she goes, I go, she goes, I go. I'll put it out there in the coming week after this releases to see how good I did or bad I did. I think it's going to be terrible. So, and you'll have to maybe give us some tips or tricks offline. So, where are some places? I know you kind of mentioned this earlier. I'd love for you to plug the places that people can search competitive puzzling.
Yeah. So for sure, like obviously, if you're local to Winona, definitely check out the Parks and Rec, especially if this is coming out before. It'd be great to get more people. I know there are people in Winona who like to puzzle. We don't have a huge opportunity yet. I'm hoping. I feel a little like not ready to take that step to make it happen consistently, but I've hosted one at the brewery one
Two
time.
Fathoms?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So like I did one and there were people there who want more. I just need to find a space that like is actually conducive to puzzling because it's pretty dark there.
Yeah.
And they're usually in the evenings, and so it doesn't.
Sure.
It's
so that's
not,
even too dark.
Yeah.
And I understand because it is kind of got its own theme.
Yeah.
But is this too dark?
Yeah, it would be.
This would be considered too dark as well.
Yeah.
Okay, oh man,
Yeah.
where are we gonna host? Where are you gonna host it?
Yeah, I don't know. I think like the Eagles has like that room off to the side, or if I can, it's just a lot of places like the breweries are nice because they will let you use their space without renting it.
Okay.
And so like the more cost you put into something, it is harder to find people who want to come to it, especially in
Sure.
Winona. Winona is like known for its frugality, I think, a little bit.
Yeah,
like
people
there's-
frugal around here.
Yeah, so like they don't want to spend $60 every month to compete in a competition.
How much did you charge, or when you did
For
that?
mine, I only charged $20.
And then did you provide the puzzles?
Yes.
And were they all the same?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
you've actually done this.
Yes.
All right. So are you like the puzzle queen in Winona?
Well, maybe. I don't know.
Well, has anybody else hosted one?
No, not
you're
that.
the
Well,
puzzle
other
queen.
than the Park and Rec, no.
Right, but I
Yeah.
mean, nobody else is like, hey, I'm going to host a puzzle competition other
yeah.
than you. All
Yeah.
right, so you.
Well, and like all your pizza puzzle beer places, you know,
Sure.
like the athletic club has done some.
Oh, really?
and
Okay.
Yeah.
Did not know that.
Yeah. I have not participated in that one because they usually do it on the weekend that Winter Carnival is every year.
Oh,
so,
sure,
yeah.
sure. Okay, so you're wanting to do more of these.
I would love
within-
to, yeah.
Okay. And would you kind of be like your own branch, or would you be helping out someone else? on
Well,
one of the
if I,
websites you talked about?
like, Sarah does puzzles, she has a thing that works for her. And we have talked in the past. It's just figuring out how it would work. She does have like people that she works with in Wisconsin. She has people she works with in Duluth. So she has employees that put her events on across the place.
Gotcha.
I haven't officially like talked with her to like start that, but it's definitely been mentioned in the past. So if I can get that going, I want to go to her one in Rochester first to see how that goes.
Sure.
So.
Well, can you plug all those things
Yeah.
right now before we end this?
So for sure, Park and Rec, check out their website for that one in February. Sarah does puzzles for any Minnesota event. If you want to get online and start as early as March, go to speedpuzzling.com. And then if you're just interested in what it would look like for nationals, you can hit up USA JPA, which is the USA Jigsaw Puzzle Association. And then every state pretty much is working to get an affiliate status with them.
Okay.
So Jonathan's speedpuzzling.com, he has the access for most people to jump in pretty quickly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Is there anything that we missed on the podcast that I didn't go over?
I don't think so.
think we
I
just
mean, we hit a lot
we
of
nerded
things.
out.
And yeah, I
And we gotta
told you
go-
I could talk about it forever. So
Well, and I've never heard of this until you.
yeah.
And actually Katie, because Katie said she did one of these
Yeah.
with you. How'd
Yeah.
she do?
She did okay. She's like,
You did okay,
Yeah.
Katie. You
Yeah.
only did okay.
She will admit she is not a puzzler. Like she has done the pizza puzzle beer contest with
Okay.
us. And she's like, I am here to support and do whatever you need, which means
Sure.
eating and drinking.
I thought maybe she
Yeah.
was the edges person.
Yeah. Well, she would put puzzles in, or she'd like find shapes that went together, or colors that went together. And then she did one with me when we went to one in Rochester one time. And
Okay.
she's like, I don't know how well I did. And I'm like, well, we won, so it doesn't matter.
You won?
I think we did. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I can't give
or
you
we were
crap
second.
anymore.
We were first or second. I can't
I was
remember.
going to give her crap and
Yeah.
say, hey, we should form a team, Katie, and then we should see how slow we can do it.
Yeah. Well, if you want to come and just drink beer at one, I'll let you come.
Is
and
there
be part of our team.
is there points for drinking the most beer?
Well, so the Eagles did one last
Okay.
year, the year before, and I did it with Shannon and Mike and Tim,
Okay.
my husband, and I told them, I'm like, I'm not going to drink anything until after I'm done puzzling. Tim and Mike, their challenge was to finish drinking 24 beers before we finished puzzling, a 300-piece puzzle.
Oh, there's no way that happened.
No, I mean, there
No.
was some vomiting that happened after that.
I was going to say,
but-
because if
yeah.
so they had to have 12 apiece, and they had to do it. You did this one. in
And I
about
maybe
6,
I
7
maybe drank 1.5 beers by the time we were done. Maybe.
You're probably done in like
Maybe.
15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh. That is a fun competition.
Yeah. It's really fun, but it is like antagonizing.
Please tell
and-
me they only like Busch Lights.
Well, you get to pick. So like
Okay.
I picked like ultras because I'm like I want the lightest.
You should have
like
picked IPAs
no, you don't want anything heavy and gross, nasty.
for the guys.
No.
The guys
No.
could have had IPAs and
No.
just be like just tanked.
They were tanked already. Like
right,
anyone who
all right.
was there.
I would have been more worried about
Yeah.
having to go to the bathroom.
No,
That
yeah.
one, holy cow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this has been really fun to learn all about this because it's something What's actually fun for me about this podcast is I'm learning a lot of things as the audience is learning these things because I had no idea about speed puzzling.
Well, I'm glad you had me. It was fun to talk about. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for coming in. And for those who are listening, I'll have everything that Noelle just shared in the show notes. If you want to get into speed puzzling or just even see what it is, click on the show notes below this. And then also, for those who are listening, please like, share, subscribe, 5-star this, comment, anything that you want. Tell us maybe a speed puzzling thing that you've done or maybe your favorite puzzle. I don't know because I'm not sure how many puzzlers are out there that are listening to me, but hopefully we just gained a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, if I share it to my people, hopefully they'll listen and they'll all comment on it. So,
well, thank you for coming on in. I want to give you a cheers.
Thanks.
And one big cheers to everyone that's listening. Have a great week.
Thanks,
we'll see you
guys.
next week.